One of the beauties of having the dome model is that you can see exactly where the north wall insulation goes. Also, each section shows each individual strut. It does show where the dots come together, and it shows the kind of triangles. So this is very, very useful to have on site when you're building your dome. The only thing you want to make sure of is that it doesn't blow away. The triangles of the glazing have a protective coating on both sides, and this is to prevent the glazing from scratching. When you stand the glazing up on the ground, stand the factory edge on the ground, otherwise dust and dirt might get sucked up into the tubes. These triangles are very strong, but they're very electrostatic. When we stand them in a group, we usually cover them with a light-proof top so they don't heat up when they're in a pile. Each triangle is marked with the type of triangle it is in the middle of the triangle, and then the side, which is the B side, is marked with a B. When we remove the protective covering, it's hard to tell which side of the triangle is which, so we always put a dot opposite the B side. Now we've got the top two vents in place, we fix the top three A triangles. In the case of the 15-foot and 18-foot dome, we have one top vent and 4 A triangles. We make sure that the vents can open and close easily without being impeded by the triangle placement. So we have this U profile, and these days we slide it onto the edge of the panel which goes next to a vent opening. So we slide it on there before we slide the panel up and fix the vent. So make sure you do that on the top, and each of these is marked with a length and a letter. So we have a B, we have an A, and we have 4 E's. So watch out for those. This is a square end one, and the ones that are going to go on the panels have an angle cut on the end, so you'll be able to clearly recognize them, and they simply slide onto the panel. The next layer of triangles consists of a C2, a C1, a C2, and that sequence is repeated 5 times as we go around the dome.
So when lining up your glazing triangles, we have a dot already on the glazing that represents the point opposite the B side, and it also shows you the outside of the glazing. So when placing, this is a C2, we're trying to go about 1/3 of the way over your bolt, so that there's 2/3 of the bolt showing, between 1/3 and half, and you want that equal all the way around. Once it's equal, someone holds it, and then you put some screws in.
The next layer of triangles consists of a C2, a C1, a C2, and 2 A's. And that sequence is repeated 5 times as we go around the dome. Okay, every so often we come across a panel that doesn't quite fit, it's too large, and there won't be room for the next panel to fit on the strut. So in this case, what we do is mark it to the halfway point at the top and bottom, and then when we get it down, we draw a line in between the two, and we trim it with a fine-tooth skill saw blade. So just for clarity, this is a vent, which is an E vent, but it could be a fixed E triangle. And the way we distinguish between the left and right hand B is that we say the right hand B goes on the right hand side of the E triangle, and the left hand B goes on the left hand side of the E triangle. And often before I put the vent openers on, I just prop open the vents, top and lower vents, to allow some air movement through, and that works really well. And when we screw on a triangle, we have 4 screws per side, and each screw, as we screw it in, we try to make the head of the screw flush with the top of the glazing so it doesn't dimple too deeply.